My favourite sporting moment definitely has to be Super Saturday at London 2012. I was very fortunate enough to be a kit carrier and volunteer at the Olympic Games in 2012, and some of my biggest idols were competing on that day that I got to witness. Yeah, so many Team GB members win gold medals, and my favourite moment was when Jessica Ennis-Hill crossed the line in the 800 metres, the last event of the heptathlon, and realised that she'd won the Olympic Games, and the crowd went wild. It was an absolute roar, and the noise was just something that I'd never forget. I've got quite a few sporting people that I look up to, Jessica Ennis-Hill being one of them, but in my event I would say Christina Horrigu is one of my biggest idols in the 400. I watched her win the Olympic Games in 2008. It was one of the first Olympic Games I'd watched on television. I think I was only about 8 years old, maybe 12, yeah, so 12 years old. And the way she sort of crossed the line, she was nowhere near winning and sort of just kept on going, kept on striving. The persistence that you can watch in her face, it was just incredible to watch her win an Olympic gold medal. And I really admired the way that she runs the 400. And coming from my event, the 400 as well, it's just amazing to see her achievements through the years. I was 16 and I got the opportunity along with my sister and some of my friends to volunteer at the Olympic Games in 2012, which was an amazing experience because we grew up so close to where the Olympic Park was being built, and we've got to see it sort of rise from the ground, and it was just an incredible experience. And on the day just before Super Saturday, so it was the first day of the heptathlon, I got to carry the kit for Jessica Ennis-Hill in the 200 metres, which was a huge honour and a privilege. And standing beside her with the noise from the stadium, the crowd, the uproar, standing next to her and just watching her focus and so determined to achieve the gold medal, which she eventually did, was just so amazing to witness. And I sort of came back home and thought, I actually want a piece of that. I'd love to be able to stand on a start line like she did and know that she was going to be amazing and achieve what she wanted to. And yeah, it really set me up for my career. The advice that I would give young people is to find something that you enjoy. It's a lot easier to work hard for something that you really, really love and that you're passionate about. And I would never say to someone, you know, work really hard day in and day out, because sometimes that's not the way to success. So growing up, I really loved athletics. I loved watching it, I loved competing, and I loved taking part. But I never really committed myself until I was a little bit older. But I think what got me through that and what's got me through to the point today in my career is just the fact that I had such a big passion for it. I did it with my twin sister, who's my best friend, so it was something that was fun to do after school and on the weekends. And any time that, even now in my career, that I'm finding quite difficult, or if I think that I'm going not the way that I want to in my career, I just think back to those times where I really enjoyed it, and I tell myself that's the reason why. So I would definitely say to young people, just find something you love and that you're willing to just be passionate about and take part in. I managed to stay somewhat active during lockdown. I think at times it was really difficult, especially with the Olympics being postponed and loads of our major events being either postponed or cancelled. It was very sort of demotivating sometimes, but I just thought if I could do something every single day to get me through lockdown, then that is what I'll do. So I had a gym in my conservatory, which was very bizarre, and I did some sort of exercise every day, and went to the local parks and did loads of grass running, and even picked up some yoga at home and some other sort of YouTube classes that I really enjoyed. So yeah, I think it's really important to stay active, especially at a time when it was so uncertain, we didn't know what was going on. It was really important to us to sort of stay active during lockdown. So in terms of the 2021 Olympics, I'm so looking forward to getting out to Tokyo and having the opportunity to race there. I think I was supposed to have some opportunities there this year, and obviously it all came falling through. So I'm looking forward to the atmosphere there. I still think it'll be a unique experience, obviously with COVID-19, but I think it'll be a great Olympic experience nonetheless. I think Japan are going to be amazing at hosting the Olympic Games, but also with my event, the 400, we've also got 4x4 relays, and it's the first time that a mixed relay is going to be held at Olympic Games. So I'm really looking forward to competing in all of those events and hopefully winning some medals for Team GB. My top 3 training tips would be: number 1, to find something fun that you enjoy. It's a lot easier to take part in exercise when you enjoy it. So that could be anything from dancing to playing outside. Number 2, definitely set aside a time in the day to take part in exercise. That could be 5-10 minutes, half an hour, an hour. It's really difficult to try and fit something in before or after your busy day. So definitely just try and find a time to do that. And number 3, find someone to do it with, take part with, whether that's a friend or a member of your household or a family member, just to sort of give you that sense of accountability. It makes it a lot easier.